Hey, this is Tracy Lewis with Stuff and Things. I have an unboxing. This is my pre-order that I have not had a chance to open because family was in town and they just left yesterday, early in the AM, and I want to get this open because I want to work on my paper pumpkin, and it is possible I might want to use some of my items I ordered. I mainly got a bunch of paper. I actually placed 2 orders, and I won't bore you with the cardstock order, but I will tell you that about every 2 years I go through, and anything that I have, say less than a half a pack, I buy a package. And then there's certain colors. One that comes to mind is Night of Navy. Whatever green that I am into at the moment for holiday cards, as well as Real Red. So those 3 colors I use for winter and Christmas cards, so I try to have 2 packs of those on hand. So I ordered 19 packs, and that order came and has been put away. And now let's see what I got for my pre-order stuff, which, as I said, is mostly inks. But I also got paper, and I ordered 1 bundle just for the fun of it. In the Pacific Northwest, the sand dollars are very common. You find them on the beaches, and they're not so common here in Florida or the Atlantic Ocean anyway, because we're on the east coast of Florida. So we have an embossing folder with this is the hybrid, so there are die cuts in here for this. And then we've got a stamp set. I will be integrating all of these into this box. We've got trims. So any white trim that I can get my hands on, I do, because I color them with my blends. I bought any new blends that were able to be purchased. We have Summer Splash, and this one is Shy Shamrock, Summer Splash. I had to buy a replacement, Real Red. I always have to keep, like I said, Night of Navy, Real Red, and whatever green is of interest to me for the year. I must have supplies for the Christmas holiday. We have Peach Pie. Let's see, 2 more. Pretty in Pink and Petunia Pop. Let's take, okay, so there's this neutral, I would call it a beige, basic beige, which I will explain more in a minute. It is called Bordered Ribbon, and then there's again the sheer ribbon, yep, that's even what it's called, 1/2 inch with silver edging. And then here's a white that comes with a peach, petal pink and white, 1/4 inch, with some nice diagonal lines. A lot of the whites retired, so I had to grab some new whites. We have industrial trinkets. I have to open these. I hear rumor, or I read, I think you can use both sides of these. So they're not adhesive backed. So you can either have the hex on that side or on the back. And I love the idea of having both sides be used. These are very heavy, so be sure if you get these that you watch your weight for mailing via USPS. These are pearls that looks like a basic gray and a silver, basic gray and smoky slate pearls. The only issue I see with those is they are quite large, and I prefer a smaller pearl than that. In fact, so these are a nice size. Those are not too big. I hope you can see them. They look like this bit large is the same as that. These are very domey. I prefer a less domey because I'm always sending things through USPS and I have to watch my thickness. These are the new In Color Shimmer Gems. Very pretty. I did get some DSP. I'm going to share with my downline on a few of these. Thoughtful Journey. 6x6. Let's see if I can quickly... I didn't buy enough paper to like pre-open and get them all set up. It's mostly solid cardstock, but I did get a couple. All right, so there's the front, there's the back. All of these watercolor wash DSPs are always so pretty. See, there's the back. I like how they used masking. It looks like masking fluid was used to create the white. We have salt. If you take big pieces of salt and apply it to the over the top of watered down watercolor wash, you get a nice starry effect. The last time they had paper this pretty was the On the Horizon paper. I don't know if you remember that a few years back with the, look at this beautiful salt. This might be even a bit prettier. I really like it. Love the trees. More salt. I'm really liking this. Oh, and this one's very beautiful. Look at the flowers. That's the one thing I gave up when I hit the road. I had to leave behind all of my watercolor and messy paints. I now have acrylics and I have metallic watercolor, but I don't have a basic set like this. I can do a lot with my dye inks that I have, so I wasn't too worried. Alright, so that was called Thoughtful Journey, and the colors included in that: Blackberry Bliss, Boho Blue, Cajun Craze, Calypso Coral, Lost Lagoon, Misty Moonlight, Mossy Meadow, Peach Pie, Petunia Pop, Pool Party, Pretty Peacock, and Wild Wheat. So there should be no excuses for not finding a way to use this paper, given all of those colors. I really like the designer series paper in the various color families this year. I'm not fond of the color plus white. I do like the shades of the color, so check these out. So this is shades of the pink. Again, these are the in colors. See how it isn't like a stark white? That I do not like. I was very excited to see. I used to get these every year, and then the last few years they have been doing the patterns with that bold white, and that just wasn't my thing. So I'm very excited to be able to snag these this year. You should see a repetition here at this point. I like that you get 4 6.5 or 6x6 sheets of each design. All right, so that's that pack. I think that's the end of my packs. Let's just see what we have in here. I always get the Stampin' Right markers, and the reason, so you'll notice I got the Stampin' Right markers because I can use them as a full-size pad. I just draw on my stamps, and when I lost everything in a trailer accident, the first thing I did was buy a full set of Stampin' Right markers to replace and get my feet off the ground and give me the ability to at least do some stuff. They're not as convenient as the full-size pads, and of course, remember, I was at that point traveling, so I did the re-inkers and the spots after the new catalog, because our accident was right before a new catalog launched. So I used the Stampin' Right markers, and of all the crazy things, it was a color refresh year. So all those, the Stampin' Right markers, I'm glad that's all I got, because I was then able to buy the spots and just the new colors for the new year Stampin' Right markers, because everything was different. I think they changed something like 13 colors that year. All right, so this is new. I don't know if you can even see that. It is called Basic Beige. We have another basic color, a new one added to the white and black, and Very Vanilla, which Very Vanilla doesn't have a stamp pad, so I'm very happy with Basic Beige. Here is the color. I think of it as like a putty color. In fact, it is in this month's Paper Pumpkin kit, which I'm trying, Delicate Wings is what it's called, because that's what I'm working on now, and why I am opening this, because I want to introduce some of these items and these new colors with my mix and match layering. I have 1 pack of the in color cardstock to get me started, and oh my goodness, I did get more paper. Okay, so more than I thought, but not too much for us to go through. Let's check out this pack. How many packs do I have? I have another DSP, and then behind that is some Glimmer or glitter, whatever your preferred way of saying it is. Okay, so this is called Country Lace, and I'm going to do my best to show you what they look like. There is the front of this beautiful lace pattern. Here is the back. There's this is like, what I loved about this is it is not gender specific. Very neutral. Again, you've probably heard me say it many times. I have lots of men in the family. So there is the Night of Navy side and some peach dots. Let's see what colors have we got. Basic Beige, Misty Moonlight, Petal Pink, I keep saying beige, or peach, Petal Pink, and Smoky Slate. I love this pattern. A nice neutral gray. Another Misty Moonlight, not Night of the Navy. So there's that one. I really like to share my packs with up and down line. You get 2 sheets. It gives us more variety, and when we craft together, we can then have the same paper. I love this for a masculine pattern, and even this is a nice masculine pattern. Petal Pink, that is the last one, and the back is Misty Moonlight. Looks like denim to me. Lovely pack. This pack is called Country Woods. So the way I work the catalogs is I do send customers catalogs. It is something that we typically do by ordering them in bulk as a group, a big group of demonstrators, and Stampin' Up handles the whole deal. But I've had a lot of customers over the years, so if you order $50 in a year, I have been sending out a catalog. So that is how I work. I know all demonstrators are different. When I was traveling and didn't have to deal with home expenses because we were on the road, I sent everybody a catalog. But I had to make a decision to keep costs down. So hopefully everybody understands. But if you place an order for me, with me, and it is $50 or more, you will be getting catalogs all year long. So this is like a wood with the chipped, like a distressed aged look. Here is like a beachy set of tones of wood strips. Dark wood. Light narrow wood strips, kind of, they have a greenish gray tint to it. We will check the color list in a moment. There is a light wood pattern, and then distressed aged green wood painted, and the paint is chipping off. I don't think this says anything, but we have some distressed aged wood. And the back is paint chipped wood. I think I see a trend here. More aged distressed wood. It looks like it might have white on it, white paint. And then the back is whitewashed with some aging. This is very pretty. I could see this being used with wild wheat. There is some light wood with some black and wild wheat going through it. And then this is another aged, weathered, probably painted white wood. And the colors in that one, well, first the name, Country Woods again. Basic beige, basic gray, crumb cake, early espresso, gray granite, misty moonlight, pecan pie, petal pink, pool party, smoky slate, and wild wheat. And this is, let's open it up. We've got in color Glimmer. So I believe this should be 5 sheets. But let's take a look. I love Glimmer. A little bit of glimmer on a card goes a long way. So there's that color. That color. I should be naming these. Let's see if I've got something that has the names easily legible. Digging through my pile. Nope, I do not have anything simple. Let's see if it's here's the colors. So the first one, peach pie. Petunia pop is the brighter pink. Pretty in pink is the lighter pink. Shy shamrock. Oh boy, isn't that is absolutely beautiful. Love that. Oh, for Christmas. And then that is what, Shy Shamrock? And Summer Splash. That is also beautiful. And that is it. Favorite color right here. And I love green. Everybody knows that. Green is my favorite color. All right. So do all the YouTube things. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. And next up, you're going to see my paper pumpkin alternative video, which that is why I did this unboxing. So I'll be seeing you soon.